Good evening, gamers. Hello there. Hello. Still don't know what it is that I want to play, so here we are playing Elden Ring again, part 2. Yo, Milky, thank you for the 250 RSD. I appreciate that. What's up, Red Yaga? Hey, Shark. How's it going, guys? How's it going? How we doing? We made it to Altus Plateau. Is there anything important that I want to get? I mean, we have this club. Are there any talismans that would make this better? Probably not. Not right now. Not right now. Hey, Orthanos. I think we just continue going around bashing things. I think that's the way of it. Let the bashing continue. Axe Talisman for charged R2. Axe Talisman. Remind me on where to get that. Is that, is it in Limgrave? Oh, it might be, the woods where you first meet Blythe. In that, like, little cellar underneath that sleeping bear? Is that where it is? Yes? Is that it? Mistwood Ruins? Yeah. Just kill this guy real quick. He still knows. It took me a moment, but I got there. What's up, Hellenic? Hey, Tyler. Elden Ring, I've missed watching you, Josh. I mean, I've been around. Past few weeks. It was good to have you here now. Alright, we got that. Let me just go grab a Site of Grace over here. One day I should buy Elden Ring just to see how well I can caveman a run. Full Unga Bunga. Oh, we Unga Bungaing right now. Hey, McDanian. Just very narrow mind when it comes to video games. It's a shame. More hit points, please. Alright, Mistwood it is. Where are those ruins? Oh, the trees kind of cover it up. Yeah, we'll find it. It's fine. Is there? Oh, I know it's there. It's just the trees cover up the ruins location. I've been here plenty of times. I'll find it. What up, Scrabble? We're looking for some ruins where a bear doth sleep. Where the bear doth sleep underneath, there be an Axe Talisman. I'm not going to worry about putting on the Axe Talisman right now because Blue Dancer is just better for now, but when I get a third slot, I can throw it in there, given that I don't find something better to put there. There it is. Hello, Mr. Sleepy. He didn't wake up. Landed on his head. He did not wake up. What's up, Coffee? Hey, John. Hey, Mobo. All right, we got that. Let's go back up here. Sharkbed, thanks for the 11 euros. PSA, I'm coming to all your homes to check if you press that like button. Better not find you lacking. Oh. Oh. Shark means business. Lilo doesn't wake him? No, I think you have to, like, you have to stay close to him for a moment for him to wake up. Hey, Claire. What's up, Pebbleston? Hello, Jason. Shark, if you come to mind, would you mind cleaning the place a bit? Screamer at 52 months. Thank you. I finished the Neo 3 demo and have to wait like a whole freaking day for the release. Now I'm 100%ing the demo. Also, you my dude. Hope you enjoy the game when it comes out, man. Hell yeah. Richard, thank you for 44 months. Welcome back as well. I never did Snake Girl's Quest, did I? Welp. Welp. Thank you guys for the memberships. Hey, you. Mother bitch. I missed. But so did you. Ha! Stupid. You have my member forever, Joosh. I like that. I appreciate that. I like and appreciate that. To watch Fallout Season 2. Me and wife have been slowly working through Season 1 again. Just kind of refresh our memories on what's happened. Come on. Hey, Snowboards. Hey, Night Hunter. Big smash time. McDanian at 39 months at the big membership. God damn. Dang, still not 4 years yet. 39 months, though. It's amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Shared order. Hey, Algernon. Petition to rename it to only McDanian will do this. Alright, I don't have the full Dectus medallion, so these guys are a little upset. Imagine you go so long guarding this bridge and some dude with a stick comes out of nowhere and beats you to death. It's me. I'm the guy with the stick. What's up, Kuroi? How have you been? My dude hasn't played the game in so long, just casually rolls up and first try no hits tree sentinel crazy. It's like riding a bike, baby. Doing any Caelid today? There's a high possibility of Caelid activities, yeah. Is this path to Apogea? Oh, I want to play Apogea so bad. Wish that game was full release so much. Jeez. Oh, okay. Bad dodge. Just bad. All right. Yo, Algernon, thank you for the $5. No message, just the bonks. Bonk only. Bonk on. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Omega bonk. How dare you even think you could hit me? How dare! It must be so frustrating to have so many limbs and yet none of them can make connection. Is this the final bonk? Oh, this is the final bonk. It's the final bonk down. Wow, that was terrible. Shut up, Josh. Shut up. Planning on doing Night Rain DLC? Negative. Had a good time with Night Rain. Not something that I want to play more of. Just doesn't... Yeah, you know, I just kind of had my time with it. I'm good. You got hit once, not good enough. God damn it, John. What's up, BJ? Just finished Fire Giant, but nervous to go further because I got 5 million runes. Spend that shit, dude. Spend that shit. Got tired of carrying scrubs. What Ash will you ultimately run on this? I don't know. Sacred Blade is just kind of working right now, you know? Can I put Bloodblade on there? It's the same premise where it has like a launched projectile. In fact, it's pretty much the same thing. But bleed. Curious. What's up, Fafnir? Just played Armored Core 6 for the first time, and if you're struggling to decide what to play next when I do a themed AC6 run, I don't know. I'm out of stone swords. Shit. I mean, I like Armored Core 6. I 100%ed it. Big Armored Core guy. I don't know. Right now, I'm at a crossroads. I'm at a crossroads of I want to do things to grow my channel, but I also want to do things that I find fun. And I feel like the crossover intersection area of that potential is so incredibly small. I almost feel pigeonholed. And I think a lot of that is on me. A lot of that is my own fault with how I've run my channel so far. And so I think I want to put effort into maybe breaking that mold a little bit and just playing what I truly enjoy, play what I want to play. It's just right now, I don't know what that is. Aside from Apogea, like that is the only game on my mind. So it's just, it's a pain in the ass. Nimrod, thanks for the gifted member, dude, to Jason. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hey, Elvis, welcome back. Josh does enjoy playing with your mama, though, that's for sure. God damn. God damn. There's Apogea did in Ashes of Creation. You shut the hell your mouth. You shut up. Apogea is everything I've wanted in an MMO for so long, and it's finally right there. Don't you dare even speak that evil into existence.
Oh, come on. Are you here as a...
It's everything I've wanted in an MMO for so long. It's the first time I've actually wanted to play an MMO in so long because of what it is. You shut up. I got under his skin there. No, I have every confidence the game will come out. The lead dev, his name is Ed. He seems like a very level-headed guy. He's willing to take feedback and criticism on the chin without getting upset, but also knows that, you know, something like not all things that players suggest are good ideas. So he's able to shut shit down, but also still be open to things. You know what I mean? He seems like a very level-headed guy. That, and he has a lot of time in Tibia. He had a high-level character in Tibia. So he just, he's making a game in that inspiration of that game, but also making it unique and something that he envisions, which I think is great. Solo dev or small team? It's a small team. Shit. Go back up. Go back up. Go back up. Go back up. What's up, Kiko? Hey, Liddy. I have a shrine to Ed in my... Ed. When I do one night chill and chat with a random game of your choice a week, no expectations, no rules, just a chill night, and nobody knows what game it is until minutes before. I mean, I've done like random like off streams like that. I was actually quite close to streaming some Apogea late last night on Twitch. I was quite close to it. Nah. I said H. Oh shit. Raid Club. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. You upgraded your GPU? No, I've been using a 4080 since the 4080 came out. Take it easy, Fafnir. I am going the wrong way. What was the horse that ran up behind you? Those are, they're a type of revenant. Like, you have the small revenants, the royal revenants, and then the horseback revenants. I'm not sure what they're actually named. Why do I have Celine Dion in my head? You coming? You've seen Celine Dion in your head? That sounds very painful. Titanic moments? No, I can't remember the name of the song, actually. It's all coming back to me. Yes, that's the one. Oh, my fire. Sir, you're going to burn someone doing that. Relax. Ah! Playing a video of a girl singing that in the kitchen earlier. Ah, that'll do it. Down, damn you. Sir, it's time to die. Bro died of getting his toes massaged. Oh! That's actually Whitney Houston? No, the song the song is Celine Dion. I remember the music video actually. Excuse me? Oh, the song Elgranon was referencing? Oh. Oh, God, I'm getting stabbed trying to read chat. What's up, Liddy? Oh, yeah, okay, I see. Dude, I have been conditioned for so long. I have been streaming for so long that I am still conditioned. Whenever all caps happens in chat, my mind just immediately blanks it out. It just doesn't register. I actually had to go search for what Elgranon said in all caps because my brain just does not register all caps anymore. Josh likes shut up, dude. Met Celine in the mid-90s before Titanic. Very nice, very professional. Nice, dude. Nice. Shit. We need to talk about Josh without him knowing use all caps. Well, see, now I'm just going to be looking for it. I don't type in all caps, though? Yeah, I just ignore you. No stabbing? Motherfuck, he stabbed me. Do your dance. Josh, you alive? No, I actually died. Oh! Fuck! Alright. Give me a second, I'll be right back. I'm back. Hey, Michael. What's up, Jerdolino? You mother... Leave me alone, man. These dogs still chasing me? Okay, they just jumped in the pit. Free runes for me? Don't mind if I do. Hello, sir. Would you like some fuck? You want some fuck? Becky, I want to smash. Becky, let me smash. Classic meme. Now you have Titanic in your head? You're welcome. Just three heavy R2s on this thing for a stagger? Crazy. Hey, Tomas. Club is OP. I mean, I said the same thing yesterday. This weapon is actually quite good. Read the pinned comment, Ghost Reaper. No build, only bonk. Oh! Watch where you're firing that thing, man. No apologies need, Ghost Reaper. I'm just referencing you information. This way. Oh, god damn it. Are we back? I can't tell if we're back. You think I drop out again? Yeah. Yeah, I think I have a Mobo problem. Oh shit. Saved. No, we're not back? Yeah, if you're not seeing video, just do a quick refresh. F5. Owie. Brother, how many things that you do? Just a question. For inquiring minds. Ah. Dynast's Finesse. Guy's a jerk. That guy, major dickhead. Put it in rice if it's not working? True. Wife just made some rice, so I'll throw it in there. I'm gonna put the whole PC in the rice cooker. Throw the whole PC in there. Light ass rolls seem to be going so far. Yeah, light rolls take you a good distance extra. At the risk of, you know, being armorless or very lightly armored. Refresh if you're having issues with Elgernon. I love that. What's up, Biggie? You want to know what a PC elitist I've become? Says Screamer. I couldn't even finish Neo 3 on PS5 because when it's 60 FPS, I keep thinking that's not 4K. Yeah. I have become the thing that I hate. Rice is the way to go. Broken heart, put it in rice. PP not for performing anymore? Put it in rice. Yeah, dude. Hungry? Put your stomach in rice. I checked out the Crimson Desert trailer, yeah. It looks pretty generic. Looking pretty, pretty normy. I don't know. Puts my PS5 in rice. Yeah, see, now, tomorrow, it'll play 4K just fine. 4K 60, any game. Not rice and stomach, stomach and rice, how the turntables? Yep. Just how it is, man. Put the whole damn stomach in there. Hey, so question. What the fuck? How did that thing hit me? Pretty generous AoE. Fairly generous. What's up, Andre? Just wondering if you play Night Rain such a pro as you should be really fun for you to play, I guess. I think what you're trying to say here is because of my level of play, I should find Night Rain to be more fun. And sure, to a certain extent, that is true, but like, the game doesn't have enough variation in everything that it does to maintain interest for very long. If that makes sense. As far as that type of game goes, if I'm going to play a roguelike in that fashion, I'm going to play something like Hades 1 or 2, Dead Cells, Risk of Rain, something like that. Just because they offer a lot more variation and also a much higher skill ceiling. Hades mention. What's up, May? Hey, RFI. Did someone say Hades? It's not to say that I don't like Night Rain. I do. I enjoyed my time with it. It's just not something that I feel like I've had my time with it and I'm just kind of good. You know? I'm good. There's nothing else left for me to chase there. What's up, Dexploder? How you doing? Thought you were going to do a follow-up swing there, and you didn't. at the moment, nothing's really grabbing your interest, but other than that, what stands out about Elden Ring for you? Right now is just kind of like, I've played this game so much and through so many times, I'm able to just kind of like coast. Like, I can keep up with chat while I'm fighting bosses. It doesn't require a whole lot of focus for me anymore. I really am just kind of on autopilot, and I don't want to not stream. I would rather be here and hang out with you guys than not. So it's really not so much the game that I'm here for, it's you guys. Unless we use all caps, yeah. Someone called AAA, that guy broke down. I would rather be live than not, for sure. Why you no play Silk Song? I don't know, I feel like getting into Silk Song immediately after playing Hollow Knight just wasn't the right play. What a flex? No, I'm not trying to flex. I'm just being honest. You put a certain amount of hours into anything, eventually it's going to be like that, right? It's just how it is. Hang on, I was playing. Did he say he's playing Hades 2 again? When? Play it. Do it right now. Play it right now, streamer. Streamer. Streamer, you playing Hades yet? Will marbles make a comeback? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. If I were streaming only on Twitch, probably, but I think because of the way YouTube works, algorithms and whatnot, I feel like it's a really just risky play. Nothing's been hitting like Elden Ring. Wasn't a big fan of Night Rain. Any game recommendations to get that feeling? Skyrim was fun for a while, but I don't know. The first thing that comes to mind is Dark Souls 3. If you haven't played Dark Souls 3, give that a go. It doesn't play as smoothly as Elden Ring, but if you do play it, you're going to notice a lot of things in that game that are very Elden Ring-esque, and it's because they use a lot of the same ideas from that in this game. From there, I mean, if you like Elden Ring, I would say tackle any Souls-like that has come out in the last few years since Elden Ring has come out. First thought for that would be Lies of P. Lies of P is a pretty good game. Wrong way. Okay. Tunic was fun? Yeah, Tunic is a good game. Tunic is good. Oh, Kazan? Kazan is also fun. Kazan is actually interesting because it combines the idea of like ARPG build crafting on top of Souls-like mechanics and gameplay. So that's pretty cool. 3s and 4s. Let me see how many 3s I need. The feet slaps? Yeah. What's up, Martin? Thank you for 37 months. Welcome back. Have a nice death. Nice. Have a nice death is good.
Well, I took you no matter it's all out your own.
Now we need 6 more 3s. And 8 4s.
Back over no matter.
I bought too many 4s. But it's fine. The weapon got upgraded a lot there. It's all good. It's all gravy. Where to? What do? Where go? Why for? Wanted to play the Dark Souls games, but I haven't tackled Shadow of the Erdtree yet. Elden Ring was my first Souls-like, and I was able to 100% it thanks to your achievements run. Nice. Nice. Yeah, the DLC is good. The DLC gives that same vibe of just like open world discovery for the first time again. It's basically a mirror of the base game, but with some new things going on. It's a very good DLC. Very good expansion. Where am I going? Brother. What the fuck? What? I was right there, man, spamming R1 for the crit to avoid that. Thanks, Optic. Past 3 weeks, I played through Resident Evil 1 through 8 for the very first time. Excited for RE Requiem. Nice. First time? I'm jealous of that. Resident Evil first time playthrough stuff is so good. Can't remember if you did Claire Obscure? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I played a shitload of that game in a short amount of time. Ouch! He crushed me. Come on. Yes, Duskbloods is going to be switched to exclusive. Guys, I keep missing my my hits here. Guys, he keeps headbutting the ground. Okay. Deathblight, my weakness. My weakness. The diaper has poor death light protection. Yeah. By poor, you mean basically none, right? Oh, smack his ass. Kill him in the ankles. I fucking hate that guy. Fucking hate him. Makes me sad. Don't really enjoy things like Night Rain. Got bored of it after a while. I mean, you know, it's, I feel like for a $40 game, I got my value out of it. You know? And I would say even now, I would say it's still valuable $40 spent. Liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to, that's for sure. But like I said, going into it, I knew that my time with it wasn't going to be nearly Elden Ring base game. Had zero expectations for it to be anything, you know, like that, for sure. You have a favorite movie or franchise? I do like The Departed quite a bit, but I'm also, I really like Alien. Even the bad Alien movies, I like. I really just like that universe. Where to from here? TV show was good? I haven't seen the TV show yet. Where in the timeline does the TV show take place? Watched Prometheus, got through it, but almost didn't. Holy crap, there's some bad... There is some really bad acting in that, yeah. I still enjoyed the premise, though. Hey, Roberts. 2 years before the Nostromo? Okay. Alright. Yeah. That could be fun. Me and my friends got drunk and we watched Alien like 4 times in one night. Aliens? Am I going to play Neo 3? I have no idea, man. I don't know yet. I know it's only a couple days away, if that. I almost died. There's some kind of boss-only run. I generally don't spend a whole lot of time fighting non-boss enemies in this game. Brother, you are one hit point. Stop that. Sing along or you're banned. Them's the rules. Wait. Neo 3 is days away? Comes out Friday, right? That's the official release date. Might be playable sometime tomorrow night? I don't know. There was some chatter about that in the Discord, but I'll be honest, I just kind of got confused by it. I don't know what's happening. Recently played Armored Core 6 a lot again. It's just so awesome. Yeah, game is sick, dude. Shark will let you know how long you have to wait, don't you worry. What's up, Blue? Your day just improved? That's always good. Hold on, take a big sip. Oh, I just barely missed it. Try again, try again. Oh, I messed that one up big time. Oof. You know, I used to really hate this enemy. I used to really hate this enemy. I actually really like the dance now. It's one of the most interactive boss fights in the game. How am I not poisoning you down? There it is. Come here. Give me that noggin. Is someone okay with a strike weapon? Doing them with a slash is nightmare? Oh, for sure. Absolutely. I'm trying to time the bonk, but this weapon is so short range that I can't, like, get it properly. They take more poise damage if you hit them in the furry bits. For sure. But it's not always easy to do. What's up, Romaine? The furry bits, you say? The head and the ass, yep. Of course, I would get knocked out if you hit me in the head, too. Yes, I don't know. My ass is used to falling on ice after playing hockey. Furnace Golem is the most obnoxious enemy. Those things are indeed obnoxious, yes. I love the visual design of them, and I think they could work as enemies, but they gave them just too much poise. I'm actually pretty okay with the health pool, but I really do think they should just be like a fire iteration of the iron golems in the base game. Make it so you can, you know, just break them down a little easier. There's no reason for them to, you know, take forever to knock down like that. It's just so tedious. And I think that's a pretty universal thing. I think everyone would like them if they weren't so incredibly tedious to fight. That's the problem with the Furnace Golems. It's just so damn tedious. What's up, Blue? 38 months at tier 2. Where'd the time go? Great question. My mom is watching at her place, so if you could shout her out, that would be great. Her handle is Misty Girl. Hello, Mom! Hello, Misty Girl. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Means a lot. Fate's added Psycho. So happy you're streaming Elden Ring. I just bought the game a few weeks ago and was waiting for you to stream it again. Been watching it for over a year now. Hey, glad to have you. Welcome in. Thanks for being here today, too. Once saw a gamer complete this game without dying. Can't remember the name of the streamer. Nor can I, man. Amnesia goes crazy. The idea is great. The fight is tedious. Yeah. Yep. They definitely have an aura about them. Yeah, they're just so intimidating. Kind of run is this? Club only. Only clubs. What's up, Gara? Cradius, hello. What's up, Alexu? Wasn't that the place with the cracked twig tier? Are you asking if that's where the item is, or if you're asking... I'm sorry, I'm not understanding the question. Are you asking me if that's where it is, or are you asking, like, why I didn't get it, or... Forgive me. Yo, Ams, thanks for the €6. Happy clubbing. We do be clubbing. Thanks for the 6, man. What's your least favorite critical path boss? Least favorites. Gideon. Sir Gideon Ofnir. What a shitty fight. I understand that he is a legend in this universe and everything. You know, Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing, blah, blah, blah. I get it. I definitely get it. But why do NPCs not have to worry about poise nearly as much as the player? As well as why do they have infinite mana? That bothers me. That bothers me a lot. Thanks again, Ams.
Here's a customer.
Oh, I'm not doing only level 1 club now. I'm allowed to upgrade it. I'm not setting any like strict rules or anything. We're just kind of vibing. I'm just kind of here to hang out with you guys. Did not see if you have it. I have Ruptured Crystal Tier. But no, I don't have the Cracked Twig one. On the game since it came out, but never had the money to buy it. Finally, Christmas came around, was so happy and excited I finally had it in my hands. Very cool. Very nice.
Well, divorce from one's...
Thanks for 43 months, Gara. Welcome back. Appreciate it, dude. Time to bonk. Welcome to Earth, bitch. Trying to decide on an ice weapon to do my run. An ice weapon. Helfen Steeple. Helfen Steeple is awesome and underappreciated. Helping people, yes. This guy thinks that I'm stuck in here in this small room with him. He's stuck in this small room with me. I brought him into this world, and I'll take him out of it too. How does a merchant run sound? You get all the items from a merchant and move to the next? I'm not really interested in doing any like specialized runs in this game, man. Your executioner sword has no power against the Bonk Club. What's up, Cuke? Hey, Emo. How you doing? Welcome, guys. Yo, Gara, thanks for the 5 gifted members, dude. Appreciate it very much. Thank you, thank you. Wonder how many times you completed this game? A few dozen. More than a few dozen. Ouch. Pain. Suffering. Would have been nice to get more lore about the yokai moving magic. Yeah, the arcane stuff. I agree. I would have loved to see more on that too. I missed. Owie. Small stick versus big metal armor electric man. Who will win? That one hurt a little bit. Imagine how frustrating this would be from the baddie's perspective. Naked dude with a club kicking his ass. Yeah, no doubt. It's much like when cavalry encountered pikes for the first time. How come I'm faster yet I get stabbed first? Or when the first swordsman got shot by a bow. What the hell, man? I have sharp stick made of steel or iron or bronze. This man have wood stick with sharp point and I lose? What the fuck? What's up, peanut butter men? Yeah, Kratos, yeah. IRL, if a naked guy with a stone mask runs at you with nothing but a wooden club, you've got problems. Yeah, you need to leave that area immediately. That's why in Civ games, your knight can beat a tank. It's a hell of a system. Pretty sure I should be able to upgrade my weapon again here.
Well, I took you no matter.
Anything I would change lore-wise? Just more yokai stuff, to be honest. I'd just like to see more of it. Where to, what do? This way. It's a good point. Even if I know I'm better, if someone was wearing a loincloth and a mask was running at me with a club, I would leave. That is like the premise of intimidation and fear in combat. That's why a lot of soldiers march in unison, It's why they'll, you know, you see it in fantasy as well, where they'll bang their swords and spears on the ground or on their chest or their shield. It just intimidates. Even if they're equipped at an inferior level, just their unison and their ferocity can be enough to turn the tide. It's the it's the basic premise of like the Berserker as well, right? Berserker wears nothing but like thin cloth, a helmet, and just like a big ass axe or something, right? And they're just screaming the whole time, swinging around, covered in their own blood, you know? It just strikes fear. You don't want to be against that, even if you're very skilled. All the skill in the world can be bested by someone that just doesn't care if they lose. All they look to do is just make you bleed a little bit to prove that you can, and as soon as the rest of the people smell that blood, they know they can do it too. Berserkers were a myth. I'm not talking about whether they're real or not. I'm talking about the premise of striking fear. I'm not debating whether something exists or not. We're not talking about horns on a helmet in Viking lore or some shit. Smash! What's a club run? This. Owie! Yes, I unga, therefore I bunga. I just tried to slide down those stairs like I was playing Arc Raiders. I have 39 vigor already. I think I'll put one more point in it and we'll leave it there for a while. Just work on getting the strength to 60. Will I check out Marathon? I don't know. I might. I really hope they show more gameplay before the game comes out. I want to know if they changed the base idea of the gameplay enough from what was there during the playtest, because that playtest was awful. Alright, we gotta run you back this way. I like the premise. I like sci-fi things. I like extraction shooters. I just want them to not make it feel like Call of Duty. I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but an extraction shooter should not be something where it's just like, where it feels like arcadey run and gun stuff. It's something that should take a little bit more thoughts. In Marathon, that was basically just Call of Duty multiplayer, but you pick up loot. Supremely disappointing coming from Bungie. Never realized you can crit during the stun? Yeah. Yep. As soon as they stop moving, if you're right up against them, tap R1, it's a free crit. Is it even Bungie anymore, though, or is it just in name? Only a la BioWare? Largely, yeah. I'll never forget, man, playing Destiny 1. Man. That game was something special. I can't believe they've just lost their way since then. It's crazy to me. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Destiny really was special? Yeah. An absolute gem. That and the Division one as well. Man. Man, oh man, oh man. Wasn't really big on console shooters back then, but it got me hooked. Yeah. Weren't they bought then layoffs and stuff? So they were bought and owned by Activision, and then they bought their way out of that, became self-published, and then they got bought by Sony, and I'm pretty sure they're still owned by Sony. Okay. Tried to go for the quick kill. I don't know if I've ever died to that guy before. First time for everything, huh? It's an oversimplification, but it's wild when developers lose their way, like going against what made them popular and successful. Yeah. I think the biggest two examples are the ones we just mentioned, Destiny and BioWare. Why would they ever stray from their formulas that were ever so successful? Why did their publishers, force them down these paths? And why did they so easily just give into it? Not going to claim like I understand the inner culture of these companies, but to go from making things like Dragon Age Origins and Mass Effect 1 and 2 into eventually leading into what happened with Mass Effect Andromeda and then Anthem, that's insane. And then going from the Halo franchise to Destiny 1, and then seeing the utter shit show that has become Destiny 2. It's insane. And now Marathon, that playtest was... Oof. Not great. That's the word called greed. Yeah, no doubt there's a lot of greed involved. But even more so on top of that, outside of the money aspect, I just think it's a lot of, there's a lot of yes men that all just kind of give in to the demands of these guys that think they know what gamers want because they did market research. Like, here's a question. How many of you people here, right now, give a shit about Call of Duty? Call of Duty multiplayer. I'm not talking Warzone. I'm talking, how many of you actually care about Call of Duty multiplayer? How many of you guys load that up on the regular? I would say there would be very, very few of you. You might do it for like the first month, like a new Call of Duty comes out, and even then you're playing something else on the side, right? Chances are is you're not the type that gives a shit about that. Yet their marketing team says keep doing the same thing over and over again because it sells. And they're right, it does sell. But you know what happens every time it sells? Their player base complains for an entire year until another game comes out, and then it repeats the same cycle and they complain. But because it's Call of Duty, they still, you know, it just is what it is. Sitting here in my COD onesie. Today I learned COD onesies exist. And I'm not even the type that thinks that every game needs to be extremely innovative. I just think that it needs to be more than just like the Call of Duty shit. It needs to be more than another FIFA game or another Madden game every year that doesn't really do anything. Like, they barely push the needle forward. And so this is where I circle around and say, we have to start voting with our wallets. Stop buying a game just because it's in a franchise that you used to love. Let it go. Let it die. Let them figure it out. You know? Hello, Zamor. Hold on, let me drink the juice. I was drinking my juice! All right. All right. Anyway, sorry for ranting. Whenever the topic comes up, I just like, I just kind of fall into the cycle of just like, holy shit, I can't believe like some of the state in which these franchises that I used to enjoy are in. Complex seems like developers are way too tight and don't let their staff be a bit more creative. Yeah, for sure. There's a certain point where it's like, don't try to fix what isn't broken, right? In the sense of we're still being paid a lot of money to do it, so we're just doing it, right? I get it. I definitely get it. I'm just saying, like, if I were a developer at any of these studios, I'll put it like this. There is no wonder why games like Clair Obscur exist. When all these developers leave larger companies that put massive restrictions on what they can do creatively in their games at companies like Ubisoft, they decide, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to make my own studio. I'm going to hire a bunch of people that I worked with here. We're going to make something fucking cool. And then they go and do it. It becomes like the most awarded game in history, you know? Like, there's no wonder why studios are doing that. It's the answer's pretty obvious as to why. You know? I'm at the point where I think that every studio should have like a research and development team. Let them come up with cool ideas and spin them. You know? In a situation where the game is for the investors, stakeholders, and consumers, the product, oh, for sure. Absolutely. I mean, that is the premise of the live service. And don't get me wrong, I have recently fallen into the traps of some live service games myself, like Path of Exile 2, you know? Arc Raiders is also live service. It's just sometimes the gameplay does well. Sometimes the gameplay is just good. So it's not like a universal thing where it's all bad, right? And for lack of a better way to say it, we have seen so many games go the route of like the Fortnite model for their live service stuff too, and they think that, oh, we're going to be the next Fortnite. Look at Concord. Look at the recent release of Highguard. Like, people just don't really want models like that, and I think it's pretty clear. I call that the Fortnitification process. Miss back in the day when we hosted our own servers, yo, bring back GameSpy, am I right? Am I right or am I right? It's like what Sven from Larian said during a speech a few years ago, which was basically respect your development team, respect your players, and love and care about your game. Yeah. And there's no doubt where even, man, I am an example of, you know, sometimes you love doing what you do, but you fall into a cycle of it to the point where it becomes mundane and you forget your way. You forget what you love about it to a point where you're blindsided by just feeling all the negatives but none of the positives, right? No doubt that happens in any work. And I have to imagine there's a lot of that in the development scene, especially when, you know, it comes to the more crazy things like crunch and stuff like that, you know? Tiger actually that bad is just soft, so it's just hate from the Game Awards. It's anger based on misunderstanding the premise of the game. That, and if it isn't that for individuals, then what it boils down to afterward is it's anger over the idea that it's another team-based FPS with a lot of mechanics that they just don't want to bother doing, which is also fair. Just had my first encounter with an exit camper. Thank goodness Josh taught me not to trust anyone in this game. Yeah. Even if they seem really nice, can't trust them. I don't think Highguard is a bad game at all. I just think it's not what people want. That's all. And I think there is a pretty big distinction as to poor quality versus just what people want to experience. Yeah, and allowing people to mod games as well birthed a lot of the most popular games even today. Things like Counter-Strike, Dota 2, League of Legends, all of those would not exist if people were not capable of modding games. Same can be said for Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. In any number of games you can think of that are just legendary in status. Chances are, as they were originally, or still are, but became a standalone, a mod of something else. DayZ, another large example. Portal, yep. Companies like Blizzard and Steam wouldn't be, or Valve, wouldn't be what they are if it weren't for modding. That's not even a hot take, that's just the truth. And at this point, companies like Blizzard are only around still to this day through all the bad things they've done in the last, like, decade and a half, 2 decades, because they're just a household name for gaming. Even if you don't play their games, you know their games. It's literally, but you have heard of me. And that's what keeps them going. Despite Bobby Kodak's efforts, yeah. What a guy, yeah. Bash his face. Wrong juice. I'm never good at dodging that attack, and I really don't know why. Is that a great club? Nope. It's just a normal old club. It's a very strong weapon, despite it being the wretch's start weapon. I just look at it like this, Liddy. If people want to do that because they're just like playing the game their own way, it's fine. It's when that stuff makes it into multiplayer and breaks multiplayer and you're downing the experience of other people is when it's a problem. because then it's venturing into the idea of cheating. But if you're doing it in a single player experience, it doesn't matter. You're not hurting anyone else. What's up, Lewis? How you doing? Are you finding the club only run? It's a club, and it hits hard. This thing actually does insane amounts of damage really fast. Never knew it was so good. Yeah, this thing hurts. It's not even like individual hits are a big thing, it's just the swing speed of it, the quickness of the animation. There's so many. Heard you casting that spell. I heard you. Can you rock 2 of them? Can you find a club out in the wild? Like just a normal club? I'm actually unsure. If you can, then it's not something I've ever really gone out of my way to grab before. There are things like great clubs too. And then there's like, you know, morning stars. Oh-wee! Drops from demi-humans. There you go. Get off the horse, dude. I'm pressing the dismount button here. Who'd have thought the day would come when everyone suddenly is farming demi-humans for a club? That's not good. Sorry, Mr. Azure. Hold on. I'll get them. No one better be taking screenshots of Maggie's toes right now. No one better be doing that. I'm getting caught on the rocks like crazy. What up, Bunny Wizard? All right. Guys, I'm going to take a quick break. I got to pee. I'll be back in just a minute. If you haven't left a like on the video, make sure you do. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you in a second. Guys, I'm back, and I have really great news. The Apogea playtest just got extended to the 9th. 3 extra days. Let's go. I'm a little bit fucking stoked on that information. Let's go. We switching Apogea? No. No. I might do like a low-key stream of it later tonight, though. Oh, dude, I'm so fucking happy. Wonder if you like that game? No, I hate it. I'm only a little bit obsessed. What's Apogea? Very small game made by a very small studio. And that's not a lie this time. Thanks, Ed. Yeah, right? Thank you, Ed. What a guy. Fuck, that's so exciting. Listen, guys, I know when I streamed that game, a lot of you were like, what the hell even is this game? Why does he like this so much? I don't know if there's something wrong with me, but I love that game so much, dude. It's so good. Why using Imped? Because I found it. That's all. I found it, so I'm using it. I don't know if my mom, like, dropped me on the head as a kid or what, but, like, I just really enjoy that game and its gameplay loop. Get out there. Get out there. Get out there. Reset after playtest? Yeah, it'll be resetting. As it should, though. I would be weirded out, actually, if it didn't reset after the playtest. Buddy, you're not supposed to jump in the fire and flames. Not supposed to do that. Play Stardew Valley? No. My wife has played it extensively, though. I've seen most of what there is to see in that game because of her. What the shit? You come to me in my time of need and start smacking me? I say my time of need, I actually don't know what it is that I need, aside from getting through this spot right here. You guys remember when I used to do this on hard mode, and I would try to drop down there from this side, when I could have just run all the way down here like so? I'm still dead, but it's easier to get to that spot from that corner right there. And Apogea release date for 1.0. That's what I need. Yes. How do you feel about Soulframe? I've seen very little of it. What I will say is I'm a big enjoyer of Warframe. I played it for a few hundred hours back in like 2013-ish, somewhere around there. But I've not really played Warframe since I started streaming in 2016. I can't say that I have a whole lot of view on it because it's been so long and then I've seen so little of Soulframe specifically. Maybe it's still early access, which is crazy. Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, the game has so much content. It's had literal expansions. Why are they still calling it early access? It almost, and I don't mean this in a way where like, oh my god, company bad. But who is it? Is it Digital Extremes? I feel like they should say the game is 1.0 and no longer early access and just get it done. It almost feels like they're doing it to garner more attention. Like, oh, you know, if you have problems with the game, you know, it's still early access. So it's fine. We'll fix it eventually. We'll get there. It almost feels exploitative. And now, me saying that, I can still also say that I enjoy the game they put out. Do you have an Apogea stream up? As in, like, a past live stream that I did? Well, yeah, I've got a couple of past live streams for that game on my channel. Ouch. I'm dead! Damn. It was really disappointing. New Star Wars games, old school LucasArts used to put so much care in their games. Yeah. I certainly miss, I don't know. I've never been big on Star Wars, as you guys know. But I enjoy the, I should say, I'm not big on the Star Wars movies, but I've always enjoyed the universe that they created. I don't know. I'm pretty torn because, like, there are some Star Wars games that I do enjoy, like the ones from Respawn Entertainment I like, the Souls-like ones. But anything else Star Wars, it's just kind of like whatever, don't really care. Ow. I'm doing alright, Roberto, how are you? Need to kill these pages. These guys are annoying. What's up, Sand Chimera? Obviously using gear to power through the game. Nice undies. Never have I ever had such an advantage in Elden Ring until I used the starting weapon of the weakest class. Meanwhile, Valheim early access for a decade or something. Oh, I agree. I same thing there with Valheim. Iron Gates, I think, is the developer. They have definitely taken their sweet time putting that game together. I love it dearly. I've had so much fun with that game throughout the years. My random playthroughs, the random challenges that I tried and stuff. That game is awesome fun. But I can also say, holy shit, what's going on over there? Jesus Christ. I play Star Citizen. I'm used to long development times. Yeah, if you play Star Citizen, then you're fine with any other game and their development times. My favorite Star Wars moment is when Captain Picard says, "You're a wizard, Harry, but I've got the high ground." Epic times. Certainly a moment of all time. Look at my horse is amazing. Climb. Climb, climb. It's been like 14 years and people complain about PoE early access. Is Path of Exile 1 still considered early access? Is that real? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Path of Exile 2 is better. Oh! Owie! Ooh, the rare wolf stagger? Hello. Actually, yeah, I have no idea, Liddy. I have no idea. Don't talk to me about development time and waiting for the next Legacy of Kain game for 20 plus years. Is there a new Legacy of Kain game actually in development for the last 20 years? Or are you sitting at a bus station where the bus no longer goes to? In my exam today, I think I did pretty well. Hey, that's a good feeling. Right on, man. I am curious to know the results. Is your least favorite Elden Ring dungeon the one in Altus with all the teleport chests? I don't mind that one now, but that's just because I already know the path. But I will say the first few times I've gone through it, I did find it frustrating. That's for sure. But on the other hand, too, it's like, it's not frustrating as in like, oh my god, I hope to never do this again. It's more like frustrating like, oh my god, I'm trying to figure this out, but I'm failing, but I do enjoy the process of that. I do like discovering and exploring in games, for sure. That's a big part of Apogea for me, too. Just lots of, open exploration. So much of it.
Ah, welcome, dear customer.
Dear customer. Holy long ladder, dude. Someone make a BTTV emote of back to Apogea. Where can I find more smithing 5s? Kalid, probably? It's an abandoned, overgrown bus stop with ghosts and shattered pieces of my broken dreams. Goddamn. Goddamn. Does the tunnel in Altus Tunnel, have 5s in it? Ah, I should have rolled. Oh my god. That was awesome. You guys remember when I got stuck in that dragon's head? Ouch. Hey, Hawkward. How'd that miss? Don't see that combo too often, actually. The one where he does like just a very straightforward lunge on the third part of the combo there. Usually that leads into a different combo. Oh, I got too close. Is it laser beam time yet? There it is. Still one of the coolest animations in the game right there. You see what I mean? The dance with these guys is so damn good. I know a lot of people find these guys frustrating to fight, and no doubt that I get it. But the dance that you have to do with them to get through it is just so cool to me, still to this day. Very fun boss fights, so interactive. Even more so that one because of that laser attack too. That one stands out. Surprised the one that's in the DLC isn't full grown, right? I don't think it is. I think that's the only full grown one in the game right there. pouch. Depends on weapon. Well, yeah, of course, but that's true with any boss fight. Not every weapon is going to do well against every boss. It's a matter of, you know, making it work. I just mean like the actual boss fight itself, like how the attacks work and how you dance with the attacks to get around to find your own moments to strike. I just find it really enjoyable. Shit. As soon as I realized my mistake there, it was too late. I missed. Man, hitting those shots on the head. Big DPS. Maybe it's my bad habits of me whiffing on the beast and leaving myself open recovery time, I guess. Just for me, it's some slower, shorter range weapons feel harder on him than a lot of other bosses. Yeah, I mean, he does have pretty lengthy combos, and he's able to counterattack, especially against slower weapons, because obviously there's slower recovery time after swinging, so it just feels like he's directly trying to counter what you're doing, even though it's just his normal attacks. That, and there is a counterattack mechanic in the game on top of it, so if you're using a sluggish weapon, you're open to those counterattack windows. Something a lot of people don't realize is counterattacking is a thing in this game, and there's even a talisman or two related to it. Want to say it's the spear talisman? Maybe? We need to hit the Roundtable hold. I forgot that I can get a talisman pouch by going in this room.
I only find you have now to become.
Thrust does have a natural counterattack bonus, yep.
Become.
But I think maybe slower weapons can feel bad because of that, too. You're more open for counterattacks. So if you wait too long to hit your window of opportunity, and you're still recovering when you get hit, you know, it's more pain. Damn, that frost buildup. Not sure why I killed that guy, I'll be honest. I just remembered he existed and was like, yeah, let's get rid of him. Yeah. Okay. So, we're talking sealed tunnel business. You gonna get the best weapon in the game here, the Cypher Pata? You know, I got so excited when I discovered that weapon because I hadn't seen anyone else using it across all the YouTube videos and streams that I watched up to that point of the game. Not a single person had seen it or mentioned it. I was very excited to find that. Very excited. What's up, Omi Gun? Tuned in right away, said a quick hello, took a little nap, I'm awake and back. Welcome back. Hello there. And you figured out why? Yeah, it's not great. We never skip free keys, right? No. Yeah, I was talking about that yesterday, Scott, about how holy weapons, there's not a whole lot of in between. Against some bosses, they're utter trash, and then some, they're straight up like one-shot capable. Not a whole lot of in between with holy. Which, you know, I personally am okay with. I just think it's a neat idea because all the ideas in this game related to faith, they all have a certain level of holiness depending on who you're approaching, who you're asking, right? Much like real life. So giving them all those holy stats regardless across the board is kind of cool to me. Making it so they just all have that holy resistance. It's like, oh, well, that's an opposing religion, but, you know, I'm resistant to what they have going on because I am also of my own religion. I am a deity. I am a god. So on and so forth. But then there's the darker side of it. The death rite stuff, where holy is the antithesis of it, and so it just completely destroys them. And it's actually quite representative of what happened in this game's world, where death rite at one point was the way of the world. Like, that was the one thing the world had going on, right? That was just what everyone knew. And then the new orders stepped in, and all of a sudden, they're kicking death rite out with very little effort. They're just sweeping the lands and taking over. So I think Deathrite being weak to Holy is actually quite representative of what happened in the lore, too. It's pretty dope, actually. Where am I going? Why do I feel stuck? This way. It's almost like they thought about that stuff. Yeah, almost. There's a lot of penalty in upgrading and investing in multiple weapons. Until you find the bell bearings, sure. But that's why the bell bearings exist. You're not able to max things out, but you can always get them to plus 24 and plus 9 just fine. And that one step extra to plus 10 and plus 25 really isn't too big of a deal. Ouch! What's up, Matt? Oh, we're just using a club, man. Just the basic club. Owie. Battle of the Diapers. So I'll have you know it's a loincloth. Alright? Actually, no. It's really not much of a loincloth. I guess, I don't know the definition of what makes a loincloth a loincloth. Maybe that it like drapes down rather than being connected through the undercarriage. What Ash of War do you have in the club? Sacred Blade. Actually, I intended to look earlier. Can I put the bleed thing on here? Be crazy if I could. No. Okay. That would be crazy. Final bell bearings are in Farum, and they're not so useful if you're stuck with holy weapons on Radagon, Elden Beast, and that's a risk new players could run into. I mean, sure, but there are so many stones throughout the world. I mean, for me, that's just an incentivization to go explore. If you're making it to that point and you feel stuck, the only answer, it's not just there, but anywhere if you feel stuck, then you might need to just go explore something more. I'm of the opinion that you're never truly stuck in this game. And I will say, like, if you take all the holy weapons and you upgrade nothing but holy weapons, then that's on you. You should realize that if you're not doing a lot of damage with a holy weapon to something, it's probably because of the holy stat, right? So upgrade something not holy. But this game has so much to explore and so many ways you can gain power. You're never truly stuck. Unless you keep making the same mistake over and over and over and over again. And then there's the larval tiers. There's the respec. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you are right, but there's an answer for it, right? Would you go back and play other RPGs like Fallout 4? I don't know. Sure, if I was in the state of mind for it. Sure. I will say that I find as I get older, I tend to just very hard gravitate towards things that I just really, really like, rather than spending time so much on things like, oh, I might like this. And so If I were to play any Fallout, it would be 3. And possibly New Vegas, because I wasn't a big fan of New Vegas when it first came out, but I feel like I would like that a lot more now. You know what I mean? You're never truly stuck so long as you can Google cheese strats. Cheese.
Well, I took you no matter. It's all out your arms then.
New Vegas was the best out of them, in my opinion. A lot of people think that. A lot of people think that. I like the first 3. 1, 2, and 3. Fallout Tactics was ass. So we ignore that one. And then, you know, New Vegas, I think it was because of the faction system. It was really off-putting to me because when it comes to faction stuff in games, I've never enjoyed being like locked out of other things based on my choices when it comes to open world and not knowing what those other factions get. If that makes sense. And while the game is narrative, it's not as hard narrative. So like choices like that just, it almost seemed like an extra mechanic the game didn't need. Obviously, if you make it to the end of the game, those choices do matter. There's different endings, so on and so forth, but I feel like Fallout's strong suit has never been story stuff. Their strong suit has always been the exploration, much like the fantasy variant of them, all the Elder Scrolls games. Their strong suit has always been the exploration. So being locked out of being able to see what lies beyond because of choices irked me at the time. Are you on heavy affinity? No, I don't think I have the thing in which allows me to have that right now.
Back already, no matter.
Unless... yeah, I don't have the thing for heavy. What do I want to do now? Yeah, that's the Bethesda secret sauce. Yep. It's Elden Ring's, and not just Elden Ring, but it's FromSoft's big thing too, exploration. Obviously, the combat mechanics are something people go crazy over, but I mean, we've seen so many Souls-likes, and even Souls-likes outside of From Software stuff are improving so rapidly that it's not their combat that makes them stand alone anymore. It's the fact that they leave such great worlds open to explore. They can make a linear game, such as all 3 Dark Souls games, feel incredibly expansive because of how they interconnect everything, while also including extremely secret areas that have extremely cool things to find and do. I thought it was bugs, yeah. Those are features now. Ever done a madness build? Yeah. Yep. Afraid to explore on the Elder Scrolls because I know I'll bug out at least a dozen quests. And see, that's just the fun you have along the way. You never know what's going to happen. On 2 different playthroughs, you can explore the same thing at the same point in your progression and have different bugs pop up. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's like you're playing a randomizer mod. True. What's been your most OP build? The sorcery only build went pretty hard at the end of the game. It's funny, a lot of people, this is kind of like it's not too far of a tangent, but a lot of people, when this game first came out, were raging about how strong magic was. I gotta tell you, man, at first, when you're first getting things going, magic fucking sucks. Like your magic does so little, and it costs so much FP to cast. It gets bad. Ow. Ow. It's just something I think about all the time. When it comes to, you know, just the massive lack of understanding on scaling, and the idea of like separating what classes are capable of. Not to continue talking about Apogea all the time, but Apogea is a great example where all 3 classes scale very differently. A good example is Knights. Knights become tanky fast. It allows them to fight stronger monsters earlier in the game. And they also just have gigantic amounts of hit points that they can spec into because they're getting bonuses on that stat, right? They get double of all hit point stats compared to the other classes. The caveat is that their damage is lacking if they build super tanky. They do have builds where they're not as tanky, but they can still do, you know, a little bit better damage. It's not as good as the other 2 classes still, but the caveat again is they get so much more health, so they have so much more survivability, and therefore have an easier time doing cool shit. Mages, on the other hand, are incredibly squishy. I cannot tell you how many times I have died in Apogea to some very basic things at level 25 plus that a knight can handle at level 10. And keep in mind here that we are talking the differences of literally hundreds of thousands of experience points, and they're able to have an easier time surviving it. However, the caveat here is that mages can hit very hard and fast. They can be very bursty by the time they hit like 26 or so. And then there's like the middle ground of rogues. However, rogues have a lot of different builds that they're capable of, so it depends on how you build that class, but they also have insane single target DPS, whereas mages are more AoE. Rogues can do insane single target damage. What's up, Moominak? How you doing? And all the while all this is happening in this game, there's people that just don't really understand that idea and get pissed off when one class that they're not playing receives a buff in some way. Like, why are they getting a buff? Why am I not getting buffed? I don't have the survivability. I don't have the damage, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, you chose the class that you're playing and you're building the way you are because you chose that path. You can respec, but you still are that class. You chose that. You can't have the best of all worlds when it comes to MMO gameplay. You can't. It's just, it wouldn't be fair. A knight should not be able to outdamage a mage in any capacity. A mage should not be tankier than a knight in any capacity. That's just how it is. premise of this playthrough? This club. This stick. Unless you're a Magic Knight, well, yeah, there's like special niche things in specific games where that's possible and stuff like Spellblade and stuff like that, you know? I'm just talking in like more general terms. The very base principle of things. What about Bleed? Thoughts? Bleed is strong. I would say Bleed is probably the universal truth of this game. Bleed will hard carry you through the majority of the game. There are things that are highly resistant and immune, especially the final boss, but using Bleed along the way to get there is definitely an easier time than most other builds. I still think that Frost is better than Bleed, though. I think less things are immune to it. And a lot of people think of debuffs very differently from self-buffs. Yo, Will, thanks for becoming a member here, dude. I appreciate that. Think about this. Things like Golden Vow boost you up like what? 10, 15% attack for 30 seconds or 2 minutes or whatever, depending on the variant of Ash of War versus Spell or what have you. I think there's even a Golden Vow item in the DLC now. If you frostbite someone, they're losing 20% physical damage resist. 20% physical damage resist gone while they're frostbitten. They're going to take 20% more damage. That's a lot more worthy of speccing your time and effort into versus, you know, Golden Vow to self-buff, right? Obviously, it's different if you're using both. And it's actually very easy to set up to use both. But I'm just saying, if you had to choose one or the other, I think Frost would be better than self-buffing with Golden Vow. Thanks again, Will. I appreciate that, dude. Spells 80 seconds at 15%. Frost debuff is 20% for 30 seconds. You can out DPS Frost with Golden Vow. Yes, but you need to remember as well is that while you're applying Frost, you're also dealing damage to build it up too. I feel like that needs to be calculated into. I'm having a hard time dodging that. Thanks, Will. Appreciate that, dude. And obviously, you know, self-buffing is a lot easier than applying a debuff, right? It's easier to press L2 or L1, depending on Ash of War or spell, than it is to, you know, hit a target X amount of times and hope that they build up that frost. Sand Chimera, thank you for the 5. Sorry you died, but here's some rice pudding to make you feel better. Thanks, dude. Nothing like rice pudding when you're sad. Let's hit this. Time to kill a dragon. Bonk. Nice. Yeah, and then there's the damage from the frostbite proc itself too, which is what, 10% plus flat 85 or something like that? I can't remember the exacts. %, plus 30. There you go. The return of the toe strat? Buddy, the toe strat never left. Frost club? No, there is no element on my club. It's just a standard little guy. Josh hates feet. I'm actually not a fan. Yeah. Can't say I'm a foot enjoyer at all. Oh-wee! Sure. Why did my horse not jump? I pressed the jump button. Why no jump? Usually fight dragons on horseback? Yes. Always have. The only exception would be the undead dragons in the DLC. Horseback legitimately makes those ones more difficult. The majority of dragons' attacks aren't so bad to dodge roll through, but when they leave like ground effects like frost or rot, like this guy or the ice dragon in the north of the mountaintop area, or the you know, the death stuff, the frost death stuff in the DLC, dodge rolling through that stuff is just cumbersome, annoying. Outside of that, though, all of their attacks are a lot easier to dodge on horseback. You don't even have to waste stamina dodging them. You just move out of the way. Always find it more fun to smack them on the head. You can still do that from horseback like I just was. When they lower their head, the same moments they lower their head, you can still hit them with in those moments from horseback just fine. Ghost Flame, yep, that's the one. Am I going to Cragblade the club? Probably not. It's just a standard little club guy. Nothing special about him. Just a little stick, taking back what's his. Need to go this way. I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong about that at all, Muminak. I just think of it from the perspective of being effective. That's all. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a day here. I'm calling it a night. Thank you for being here. I might do a small late night stream a little bit later. Possibly. No guarantees. It just depends on how I feel in the next couple of hours. Might do that. That'll be a Twitch only thing. I don't like to bog down the YouTube channel with too many things in one day. So that might be a Twitch only thing. So make sure you follow up over there if you haven't yet. Thanks for hanging out. Of course, I appreciate it. I'll be back again tomorrow. Might play more Elden Ring. Might do something else. Maybe I'll pop on with some Apogea. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. All right? We'll see where it goes. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate your company. It's always a good time having you here. Oh, yeah. Join up on the Discord for all the latest updates, too. That's always a good thing to do as well. Always a good thing to do as well. Did I play much Night Rain? I played a good amount of it, yeah. Killed all the bosses. I did the stories for all the initial characters, like all 8 of them. I think they added a couple more since then, but the original characters, I did all their stuff. But alright, guys. Much love. I'll see you later. Until then, be excellent to each other.